This is a 12-ounce bottle of disappointment if you think you're getting a German brew. Welcome to the beer garden. Let's get right to it. Up this round, not from Germany. You may be surprised where it is from. Let's look at that label. It is Beck's. Beck & Company originated in Bremen, Germany, product of the USA, St. Louis, Missouri. This is a 12-ounce bottle of disappointment if you think you're getting a German brew with this. I used to like Beck's when it was brewed in Germany. I don't know when they switched to the USA, but I haven't had it since, I don't think. I haven't had it in a long time because I know that they started brewing it in the USA. And really, if you don't know that much about beer brewing, it all comes down to the water source. And if your iconic beer is in Germany, but now you start brewing it half a world away in St. Louis, Missouri, it's gonna taste different. So if you liked it before, you ain't gonna like it now, as it is as a brand. This weighs in at 95% water. Let's go ahead and pop the top and see what we got. Now, if you follow this channel, you know I'm a big fan of German brews. I was born in Germany and lived there for a little bit and drank a lot of German beers in Germany and the United States, so I'm very particular. We're gonna be drinking this Beck's out of the green label, sold out, a Beer Snob's Cheap Brew Review pint glass. Go ahead and give it a pour. And there are so many, I need to do a video on beers that appear to be imports but aren't, that are brewed in the United States, because more and more, typically European companies, now brewing in the United States, and a lot of Canadian brews are brewed in the United States as well, and the taste is just off. The only thing I'm slightly encouraged by, and I'm reading on the bottle, this is brewed according to the German purity law of 1516, which is the Reinheitsgebot. So I'm kind of encouraged by that. That means there should be no adjuncts in there where they add junk, like rice and fillers and all that stuff, just to cheapen down the beer. So I'm sort of encouraged by that. Hey, and if you're here because you like beer, please tell me what town and state or town and country you are viewing from. As a matter of fact, I jot down a note on the back of my sold out a Beer Snob's Cheap Brew Review coaster set of where you are watching from. So a shout out to Williamsport, Maryland, Gorham, New Hampshire, Pflugerville, Texas, and a first from Taipei, Taiwan, checking out the brew review. So thank you guys for that. Okay, let's go ahead. Start things off with, as we do with the nose, I'm going to be rating Beck's out of 5 stars. How good a brew is it? First, we start with the nose. Let's start with the nose, shall we? I'm getting notes of car interior after having fast food. Reusable grocery bags. Boiling hot dogs. Time for the liquid to hit the lips, and be sure to tell me what town and state or town and country you are viewing from. And also tell me what you're drinking while you're watching this brew review too. All right, cheers, or I should say Prost. Beck's. I would love to be able to get a German Beck's and do a side-by-side. I don't know where or if, me being in the USA, if I can get a German Beck's, but yeah, I would love to do a side-by-side. Because it's been so long since I had an authentic German Beck's that I don't remember what it tasted like, but I'm pretty sure it tasted better than this. Please check the labels before you buy, because a lot of times companies try to pass off their product as an import or as the original, but it isn't. Out of 5 stars, I'm gonna be rating this in just a second. What am I getting from that? The palate, the flavor. It tastes very North American because that's where the water source is. Immediately when I jumped into it, I was getting sort of kind of a Canadian lager, really. Very similar to like a Moosehead, maybe, a Molson, something like that. Well, maybe a little bit on the back end, maybe a slight little hint of German influence, but again, to me, this really kind of tastes like a Canadian beer. If I was doing a blind taste test, you gave me this, just looking at the color of it, I sucked it down like I did, I would think it was a Canadian beer. Not as awful as I thought it was, but if I'm buying Beck's, I want a German beer. This doesn't satisfy my German beer want. It is crisp. It is clean, I'll give you that. I'm just gonna rate it as a beer. No, I'm not. I'm gonna rate it as what it tries to sell itself as. It doesn't taste like a proper German beer to me. It tastes like a knockoff. Perhaps check out my playlist of beers of Aldi. A little bit like that. Oh, there you go. I just had a little bit of a brain spurt. Heineken. It tastes very similar to Heineken. If you like Heineken, hey, grab you some American Beck's and you might really like it. It's not awful. It just ain't a German beer, and that's what Beck's is. Beck's is a German beer, but this isn't it, even though it says Beck's. That's what I'm hung up on. My wife gets on to me all the time about stuff like that. You're too literal. Why are you hung up on that? Just the principle. It's the principle. So let me know what you think about the domestic Beck's, the Beck's USA, in the comments. Also, town and state, town and country where you're viewing from. Out of 5 stars, I'm going to give you a 1.75 out of 5 stars. That's the best I can do. If this is the best you can do, Beck's, and I know you can do better. So, hey, thank you for your views, sub, and support. Tell me what town and state, town and country, again, you're reviewing from. And also thank you for the super thanks. I forgot to mention that. It looks just like this. It's down below. If you don't see it, look for the 3 dots, tap that. It's like a tip jar for this channel, and it allows us to continue on with more beer and gear for this channel. So thank you for your super thanks. In the meantime, it's a beautiful day here in the beer garden, where it's always a beautiful day. I love drinking beer outdoors where beer should be enjoyed. So you grab yourself a brew. Please check out more of my brew reviews on this channel, and cheers.